I was just like every other guy, frustrated by wanting to be with younger women, but I just wasn't able to. I did so much to try to get their attention, it's embarrassing. But finally, something started to work when I actually started to ignore them. Suddenly, younger women started to chase me, and today I'm actually married to a younger woman who is absolutely amazing, and we've been together for over 6 years. Logically, it doesn't make sense. Why would ignoring a younger girl actually make her chase you? It's because female attraction, which I had to learn a long time ago, is the opposite of male attraction and how we become attracted. So for us, it's more logical. Oh, we like somebody, show them interest, show them attention. A plus B equals C, but that doesn't work. But with women, it's a lot different. It's not linear. Women are not attracted to you by how much you like them. Women are attracted to you by the way that they feel when they're around you. They need the emotional roller coaster, the highs, the lows, in between, the tension. And it won't happen by a man who's trying to be too logical. That's why a woman doesn't become attracted to a guy because he's a nice guy or because he pays attention to them 24/7, which you might think, well, if that were to happen to me, I would totally like the girl. But it's the opposite when it comes to female attraction. You have to remember that. Women fall for a guy that they can't predict. You see, this spike of emotions is what drives attraction. When you're not so attentive all the time and not texting her back all the time or showing too much interest all the time, she's going to wonder, does he like me? What's going on? Where has he been? What's happening? That is what's going to get them to pay more attention to you. Not because it's some game that you're playing, but because it's actually showing signs that you're high value, and that's what she wants. And high value men, at that same time, can trigger those emotions. Women have options. At default, women have plenty of options. So when you start treating her different than all the other men, she's going to wonder what's going on with you and why is this guy so special? Why is this guy so different? She gets intrigued, and then she starts to chase. Quick story, one of my friends bent over backwards for a woman. I remember it was a really snowy day. And by the way, this is in the middle of him trying to chase her and her pushing him away. And it was this crazy snowy day and she was snowed in and he went to her place with a shovel and snowed her entire driveway just to be a nice guy. Do you think that worked? No. Do you know a story of a guy who's trying too hard with a girl and that's not working? Drop a comment down below. Let's hear from this. Let's learn from the mistakes. I want to be clear here. This is not about completely ignoring her and shutting her out. Obviously, that doesn't do anything. It's about ignoring in moderation. Give her enough to keep her interested, but at the same time, try to be unpredictable. Because when you give a woman everything that she wants, she stops caring, she stops trying, and that just never works. We need more of that chase. One of the biggest mistakes I make and a lot of our coaching clients make is being too available in the very beginning of a relationship. When you're just there 24/7, it really just doesn't work. And if you don't believe me, try it for yourself. Till now, we've just discussed a few secrets in the psychology of ignoring a girl. But if you want to go deeper, press subscribe down below and I'll make more topics just like this. So if you're always the one who is reaching out, always initiating first, stop. Cut that in half, maybe even cut that by 75%. We want to give her an opportunity to text us first. If she doesn't reach out, that's okay. Give her space. Space is all right. We don't always have to fill the space with texting her, calling her, DMing her, responding to her Instagram stories. Let her wonder what's going on with you. Let the curiosity build up because every other guy out there is just acting like her fan and trying to reach out to her constantly. So you're going to be the one guy who's doing it a little bit differently. But remember, this is moderation. You're not going to go full out because then nothing's going to happen. But just do a little bit more than you're doing right now. I know you're tired of playing games, you're tired of hearing maybe some of this stuff, but once you flip the script and you actually start seeing results, you're going to absolutely love it. But it's not about making her chase you all the time, right? Like I said, it's about balance. So when you're together, I want you to be the present guy. I want you to be giving her lots of attention. You should be treating her in the moment when you're with her like there's nothing else going on in the entire world. You see how awesome that is? I'm sure you would like to do that. But then when you're away from her is when we're going to have some of that distance. Like I said, not texting her, contacting her all the time. After a first date, for example, just send enough text messages to set up the next date and then stop. Keep the communication brief but direct. Allow yourself to end on that high note instead of letting it go on and on and on. One of the worst things about now technology is the fact that we can just communicate with anybody across the entire world by our fingertips, and it's hurting your dating game. If she starts to complain that you're not texting her enough, not giving her enough attention, this actually means that you're doing it right. She's only saying that to you because she likes you and she's starting to feel attracted. This reminds me of a client of ours who he started dating this girl. He was texting her all the time and she was starting to pull away. Finally, we told him exactly what to do step by step. We got to pull away a little bit. Once he started to do that, she started to crawl right back to him. In fact, that is just one of countless amount of stories that I have with clients we've worked with to help them reduce all of that attention. If you want to apply all of this today, then it comes down to you implementing one big mindset shift, and it's this. You're a man who has a life, who has goals, who has ambitions, who is busy. You have options, and you're not afraid to walk away if it's not a good fit. That is so powerful, and most men are a little bit too desperate and don't do that. But if she still doesn't give you attention, then move on. Who cares? At the end of the day, if you're looking to get into a serious relationship, all you need is one. I know this sounds like a major shift that you'd be doing here, but let me tell you, this is the exact strategy that we have used with guys who we have coached from all around the world. Take Tim, for example, 47. He's now in a relationship with a girl that he actually really likes. He says, I was a hard case and struggled with dating. I now have a system to be successful with women and life. Or look at Sean, he's 46 and used to struggle just to get a single date, but after following my advice, he's now landing 4 to 6 dates a week. That's a huge turnaround. And then there's Scott, who's 40 years old, who met with a girl he's now engaged with. It's working because he's not chasing anymore. If you're serious about getting results just like this, book a call with my team. Tap the screen right here or go to the link in the description and we'll chat with you right away.